of the graduating class of 2026, Mariah Lawson. Mariah is the kind of student who paves the way and sets an example for her peers. Throughout her 4 years at Kildonan Collegiate, she played an active role in her school community. Mariah boasts a prolific academic career. She has been on honor roll for 4 years in a row, was an active peer tutor in math, and will be receiving the French Certificate of Merit for having completed 4 years of French studies at the high school level. Mariah is a distinguished athlete. She participated in track and field for 2 years, where she received the Manitoba High School Athletic Association provincial rank in track and field for varsity girls discus. She received the Most Improved Cross-Country Runner Award and played badminton for 3 years. Mariah was an integral part of the school plays. She was a member of the Black Student Union from grades 9 through 12, and she took a very active role in the student leadership team and the grad committee, helping to ensure her peers get the most out of their high school experience. Outside of school, she dedicated over 3 hours a week to Taekwondo over 4 years and volunteered at Valedictorian. I had the pleasure of being Mariah's teacher for a very short time, but she impressed me right away. She always came to class early, took notes that would make any calligrapher envious, and helped her classmates stay on top of their math homework. Early in the course, she asked me if she could have all of my course notes in advance, and I felt like I was letting her down when I had to tell her I didn't have them because I wasn't as well prepared as she was. I want to leave you with some quotes from fellow teachers that speak to her character and make it clear why she's up here today representing the graduating class of 2026. She holds a sense of pride for herself and her identity. She moves with integrity in everything she does. For the Europe trip, she packed a suitcase inside of a suitcase so that she could bring home whatever she wanted and didn't have to travel with a half-empty suitcase on the way back. On the way there. Needless to say, she was well prepared. She is the ultimate definition of a leader and a helper. Mariah is a role model for her peers and gives us hope for the next generation. I am proud to have been a part of her path. Graduates, colleagues, friends, and families, please join me in welcoming the Kildonan Collegiate Valedictorian for the graduating class.
Give it up.
All right. Good evening, graduating programs, staff, friends, and family. My name is Mariah Lawson, and I'm beyond grateful to represent our graduating class. I'm privileged to present our talk one last time in person and not over the morning announcements. So, before I continue, I would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 1 territory, traditional land, the Anishinaabe, Indian, and Dakota peoples, as well as the national homeland of the River Meat. Kildonan Collegiate respects the treaties that were made on these territories, acknowledges the harms and mistakes of the past and present, and is moving forward in partnerships with all peoples. This is in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. What these past 4 years have taught us, I find myself thinking about the 5 tenets of Taekwondo that my Taekwondo club practices. The tenets are courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and a dominable spirit. Each student at the Taekwondo club recites these tenets because it is the heart of the art and teaches those qualities needed for true mastery. I think that these principles describe our graduating class surprisingly well. The first tenet is courtesy. Courtesy means showing respect, kindness, and being nice to each other. If there's one thing I've learned in high school, it's that some of the moments we'll remember the most are the ones that seem completely ordinary at the time. We'll remember the inside jokes that stopped making sense months ago, moments when someone said exactly what we needed to hear after a difficult day, or the time we needed to focus but ended up talking about everything except for what we're supposed to be doing. At the time, those moments felt small. Looking back, they feel like everything. They're one of those often in simple ways, help shape our experience more than we ever realized. Those moments also showed us integrity. Integrity means being honest with ourselves and staying true to who we are. When people talk about high school, they often focus on achievements, milestones, and accomplishments. While those things are important, they aren't everything. There were days where we felt overwhelmed or worried about grades and expectations. None of us had everything figured out. But yet, somehow, in the middle of all of that uncertainty, we found reasons to laugh. We created memories that will stay with us for a very long time. I think that's one of the most important lessons our class has learned. That happiness doesn't wait for life to become perfect. We spend so much time believing that it exists somewhere in the future, like after the next accomplishment, or even after everything finally falls into place. But high school taught us that some of our happiest moments happen while we're still figuring things out. That lesson leads to perseverance. Perseverance is being able to keep moving towards a goal, even when the path isn't easy. This year, our sports teams learned a lot about perseverance. After all, we were pretty consistent in second in football, second in basketball, second in volleyball, and hey, even I managed to play second at discus. Hey, I'm just kidding with you. Go Wolverines! At the same time, we learned self-control by balancing schoolwork, extracurricular activities, and part-time jobs. Success isn't just about what we're capable of doing, but about making choices that help us become the people we want to be. And perhaps most importantly, we learned indomitable spirit. An indomitable spirit, the determination to keep moving forward no matter what the challenges stand in your way. Throughout these past years, each of us has faced obstacles others may have never fully seen. There were moments when we doubted ourselves, and moments when the future felt unclear. The hardest part of all of this is keeping your head up high and staying positive. This can be done, and I've seen it done before. The people sitting beside us today will go on to do incredible things. But what I'll remember most isn't what everyone achieves, but the type of people they were. This experience was made special because of the combination of the classmates who made us laugh when we needed it most, the teachers who believed in us before we believed in ourselves, the friends who turned typical days into unforgettable memories in our classrooms, or the various clubs that our school offered that made us feel like we belonged, and the parents and caregivers who supported us every step of the way, whether by taking us to and from school, or even helping us shape into the people we are today. So, as we move forward, taking baby steps into new schools, new cities, and new challenges, I hope that everyone carries these lessons with us. Please do not wait for everything to be perfect before allowing yourself to enjoy it. Celebrate those small victories and appreciate the people around you, because sometimes happiness isn't found at the finish line. Maybe it's found in the journey, and in the ordinary moments we don't realize we'll miss until they're gone. The lessons of these tenets extend far beyond any classroom. They are lessons that will continue to guide us long after today. We're stepping into a future filled with possibilities. Some of us know exactly where we're headed. Some of us are still figuring it out. Most of us are probably somewhere in between. And that's okay, because that ambiguity does not stop us from moving forward. It doesn't stop us from growing. And it most definitely does not stop us from finding happiness. As the famous martial artist Bruce Lee once said, empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Life will always bring unexpected challenges. It finds a way forward no matter what stands in its path. Remember, be water. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduates of 2026!